We are all set for another busy few months of comings and goings across European football, with some huge names potentially changing clubs. After an extraordinarily quiet January window, the transfer cogs appear to be spinning at top speed once again. Some of the biggest names in the game are looking like they're on the move, and they won't come cheap, meaning we could be in for some record-breaking spending over the next few months. The Saudi Pro League is expected to be a big player in the market once again as they execute the second phase of their plan to permanently alter the constitution of top-level football. Meanwhile, the financial issues that prevented several Premier League clubs getting their business done this winter are set to play less of a role in proceedings this time around. Below, the 90-minute matchup takes a look at 5 of the biggest transfer sagas to keep an eye out for this summer. 5. Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich. Alphonso Davies has been on Real Madrid's radar for some time, and it was reported in February that they had reached a verbal agreement with the Canada international for a transfer to take place either this summer, or in 2025. The Spanish giants are waiting for Davies to respond to Bayern Munich's latest extension offer before making any formal approach, however, as they refuse to spend upwards of €60 million on a player in the final year of his contract. There are few fullbacks in the game more electrifying to watch than a fully fit and firing Davies, and a transfer to Santiago Bernabeu feels like a natural next step for the 23-year-old. But the price has to be right for Real, who are already putting most of their resources into the Kylian Mbappe deal, and they won't be held to ransom by Bayern, especially given the fact they already boast a top left-back in the form of Ferland Mendy. 4. Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United. United's new minority owners Ineos are planning a major squad overhaul this summer, but Bruno Fernandes is one of the few members of the team who is considered untouchable. The Red Devils are still reeling from their worst-ever Premier League finish, but a relegation battle might have been on the cards without Fernandes, who quite literally carried the team after being handed the captaincy. However, Fernandes' patience is running low. He wants to be fighting for major honors as he approaches the ripe old age of 30, and is not short of high-profile admirers. Bayern Munich are reportedly heading the queue for the Portuguese playmaker, with a switch to Allianz Arena likely to hold greater appeal than a prospective move to Saudi Arabia, and United may be fighting a losing battle to convince him to stick around given the long road back to the elite stage they are now facing. 3. Jamal Musiala, Bayern Munich. A dark cloud is sitting over the Allianz Arena after Bayern's first trophyless season in 12 years, but Jamal Musiala is one of the few who can still hold his head up high. The 21-year-old racked up 12 goals and 8 assists for Bayern despite their lack of cohesion as a collective, and looks ready to spearhead Germany's bid for Euro 2024 glory on home soil. According to The Guardian, Musiala's dazzling displays have caught the attention of Pep Guardiola, who wants to bolster his attacking midfield options at Manchester City. The Premier League champions are unlikely to be put off by Bayern's reported £100 million valuation of Musiala, either, as the best years of his career are still very much ahead of him. 2. Mohamed Salah, Liverpool. Mohamed Salah showed real loyalty to Liverpool last summer after being targeted by Al Ittihad, who failed with a £150 million bid for the Egyptian. However, his resolve is likely to test it again when the transfer market reopens, as the links to Saudi Arabia have only intensified over the past year, and a public fallout with Jurgen Klopp added fuel to the fire. A new era is now beginning at Anfield, with Klopp making way for highly rated Feyenoord tactician Arne Slot, and Salah has strongly hinted that he wants to be part of it. Money talks, though, and if another mega offer comes in for the 31-year-old, then Liverpool would be foolish not to take it seriously, especially considering his worrying decline in performance during the second half of the season. 1. Kylian Mbappe, Paris Saint-Germain. The longest-running transfer saga of the modern era will finally come to an end this summer. Kylian Mbappe is almost certainly heading to Real Madrid on a free transfer, despite the fact he will have to accept a significant pay cut on his current €37 million per season deal at Paris Saint-Germain. The World Cup winner should still be quite content as the highest-paid player in Real's history, though, and the prospect of him lining up alongside Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo in the final third is a frightening one. The Premier League has also been mooted as a possible destination for Mbappe, amid interest from Liverpool and Arsenal, but he was born to play under the bright lights at Santiago Bernabeu, and it's the best place for him to go on and fulfill his Ballon d'Or ambition.